Okay, so for the next project, we are using Canva to create a mood board. Basically, things that represent you, or maybe something that you are currently feeling. You can include things like your favorite music and maybe some fashion items and things you like about this time of the year. So you want to make it look cohesive, and text and images that we use kind of brings it all together. Some ideas. So this one is basically pink as the uniting color. For the next one looks more modern, right? We have black and white as the main one, but it represents all the interest this person has. The next one is purple as the uniting color. So maybe a phrase that represents you. And figure out how do we place things so visually it's appealing, doesn't look like a salad where you just threw everything in. So we want it to look professional and clean, right? But still represent you. So writing, art, nature, maybe this person will be a lawyer and kind of the earthy colors that's they're into now. You have some other options where you can include different types of graphic elements and images together. So, but we don't want it to be too overwhelming. This one's nice, right? It gives you a room to breathe. There's a good sense of balance. So, just using graphics like this, you can create visually something appealing. Common color, right? But it has that paper collage look and represents this person and their interest. So to get started, just click this link, Canva, and it takes you here. If you don't have an account, you're going to have to create one. Just use Google as your login information. All of your work will be saved and designs will show up under home. Okay, so top right could be a little different from you, but just custom size, we are changing pixels to inches first. Please make sure you do that first before you plug in the numbers. We have 8 by 8, and that gives us an option to create our board. Should be a square. And here on the left, we have our ingredients. So we're ready to cook. We need some things to cook with. So we can search templates first. Just type in collage and it gives you some options of what you can choose as your main kind of a source, and you can change things out. So if I'm going with this one, I'm clicking and it brings that design right to your page. We have elements next. So if I'm creating more of a winter one, right, I can type in winter. It gives you all the ideas and everything that it has in one source here. If we're working with graphics, those are more of like a sticker type things, and you can change those out. So if I wanted to go with, and then we have the photos, right? So what if I'm using a photo as the background? Then I'm clicking and dropping it. But look what happened. It covered all my goodies. I need to change that. So under position, I'm sending it all the way to the back, and you can change, kind of like expand it out. You can move it around to figure out which part of the image you like the most. These should be switched out. Do not submit something that you, so by mistake, you see how I erased that? You can undo the button by clicking it back. And it has to represent you, right? So the images and everything that you're using are your interest. Don't just submit what's already there. So if I'm putting this one, I can just kind of hover over to make sure it goes into the image here. And if I'm using graphics, so if I want this hat here and I want to change its ugly colors, I can do it by changing these boxes here. If you don't see those boxes, then you cannot change the color. So for this one, right, if I don't want yellow, I can click one of the ones that already available, or you can actually find one custom, right? So we're clicking the plus sign, we are moving around to see the color that looks good. You can change the like how light or dark something is and the details for it. Okay, so a lot of options here. If you want to duplicate something, you are pressing these two rectangles here. So if you want to rotate something, you are rotating by pressing the circle here. Again, we can resize it. We can also change the opacity, how see-through something is, transparency. So if I wanted to be a little bit less um, vivid in colors, I can do that. And figure out, like, you don't want a viewer to be like punched in the face with like all these screaming colors. So some things might need to be a little more subtle. If you want to write a, I don't know, a phrase, your favorite phrase, or a word you're currently feeling, you can use any of these. So if we click on add a heading, you can um, erase and just type in what you are into now. So cozy. But I want to change that. I want to change the font right here. And maybe I want to, oh, maybe not that one. Maybe I want to change the color. Again, you have the option here to create your own or just use one of the preset ones. Okay, so and the option is to upload your own images. Let's say you want something off the web or from your computer, you can upload it here. Just click on upload files and find it. If you are ready to submit, so let's say I'm happy with this one, kind of represents the fall and some of my interests currently. We're going to go to file all the way down to download, and I need it to be kind of like a picture, not a video or moving things around. So you can use those, but make sure you submit it as JPEG or you can submit it as PNG. Okay, click on download. It will bring it to your downloads or under recent. So I can go add or create, click on file, browse. We want to find it where you just had. So if it could be under recent on Mac, it could be under download, whichever, I have a lot of stuff. So let's say this was mine. I'm going to open, it's going to upload it, and don't forget to turn it in. Okay, make sure you are not turning in empty assignments because no work, no grade. So we don't want zeros for this one. But be creative. Try different things before you settle for your final design. And I can't wait to see these. Have a great time. Bye.